Here's some promos for Sushi Go Party. Sushi Go Party is one of my favorite games. Very simple, beautifully simple card drafting game that just works well for families, works well for gamers, plays up to a lot of players. I think that it has so many things going right for it. And one of the things I've always wanted is an expansion for it. I've wanted more content. And so you can go through Game Right and you can purchase, or on the Board Game Geek store, you can purchase little promo packs. So for example, this one here is the Sake. It's worth 3 points, but the next card that you grab from the next hand passed your way, you have to take a random card. I like that. I really do. It's riskier in certain setups, and I think that this works really well in that ecosystem that is Sushi Go Party, because sometimes some of those cards you've played with are riskier to get too many of or too few of, or you don't want one and no more, and therefore having a card like this Sake in the mix is just fun, and I think it disarms players who are playing it. So I think it works really well whether you're trying to play with a serious group or it fits right in if you're playing with like a family of like not so serious, not taking the game so seriously, which you shouldn't anyway. Next up here is the Sukaroku. This little promo here. Each of these promos are $5, by the way, which if you factor that against the cost of the original game, it seems like a lot. But I like what each one of these adds, just having a few more. So having one new appetizer. So for example, with this one here, you're trying to, these are each worth 2 points. If you make a pair of the two different symbols, that's worth 6 points instead. So simple, fits right in with the rest of these, and I like that. And then the last one here brings in the dreaded math, but the Inari appetizer here, you'll notice there are two different symbols. There's the rice-topped ones and the seaweed-topped ones. And at the end of the round, you're going to multiply the number of rice ones times the number of the seaweed ones. You might get a bunch of cards all the same type and have almost no multiplier. You might get almost none of these. You might get several of these, and I think that that's a fun thing to chase. It's worth chasing, I think. So like I said, each of these little promo it feels like a small little expansion. Pay $10, $15 to get a few of them like I did, and you haven't doubled the content in Sushi Go Party, but what you have done is allowed more permutations, more mixes of the different things together. I really like that. I do find that to be worth it because I play Sushi Go Party a lot, and so having these in the mix was really nice. Now, one of the things that I noted when I did a pile of Phil Walker Harding reviews, and one of the things that we talked about this was that the cut of the cards didn't fit the cut of our copy of Sushi Go Party perfectly. I was really disappointed with that. That being said, they're easy enough to kind of work around, and I'm not sitting there looking at the height of cards to compare how to strategically draft cards necessarily. So that's not what this is about. It is harder to shuffle, but we did get a comment that said that they bought a newer printing of Sushi Go Party, and these promo cards lined up with those. So something I wanted to note, your mileage may vary on that, but I really like these promos. If I were to give them a rating, I would... value for dollar, it's not a ton, but ultimately I really like what's going on. Sushi Go Party, very highly rated for me. So promos, eights, maybe, a good score, really good score. Definitely recommend them. So that's the promos for Sushi Go Party.